The year is 2350. Humanity has reached a pivotal point in history. Biotechnology is pushing the limits of what humans can achieve, giving them the ability to enhance their bodies with genetic engineering and advanced implants. These technologies are not only used to protect people from diseases or extend their lifespans, but are also used to turn humans into super soldiers. The world's greatest nations are racing to invest in this new technology, each striving to create their own elite forces. Captain Serena Quinn is the pinnacle of this revolutionary technology. She is the leader of a special unit selected for the most dangerous missions of the Galactic Alliance. Her body is equipped with advanced biotechnological implants, neural accelerators integrated into her nervous system, strength amplifiers in her muscles, and strategic development modules implanted in her brain. Serena's abilities far surpass those of an ordinary human. Before starting her mission, Serena prepares at a Galactic Alliance base. As she walks through the dark corridors of the base, she can feel the faint hum of the implants in her body. Upon reaching the mission briefing room, a general awaits her, detailing a highly classified mission. The Zargorian Empire, located in a distant corner of the galaxy, is developing a dangerous weapon. This weapon poses a great threat to humanity, and before the Zargorians can use it against human colonies, it must be stopped. Serena understands the gravity of this mission. The Zargorians are known as a brutal and warlike race, having conquered colonies and destroyed civilizations across the galaxy. Serena is tasked with infiltrating the Zargorian Empire, capturing the prototype of this new weapon, and destroying it. But this mission will be a life-or-death struggle for her and her team. Serena's team consists of the most elite soldiers of the Galactic Alliance. Each member has been enhanced with biotechnology, giving them superhuman abilities. Before the mission begins, Serena gathers her team in the briefing room. The room is equipped with a holographic table, illuminated with maps and data. As Serena reviews the map of the Zargorian Empire, she outlines the plan for her team. "This mission may be the most dangerous one we've ever faced," Serena begins, looking each of her team members in the eye. "The Zargorians aren't like any enemy we've faced before. They will stop at nothing to destroy us. But we aren't ordinary humans. We are the defenders of humanity's future. We must complete this mission successfully." Serena's words ignite a wave of determination among her team. Each of them knows just how crucial this mission is. The holographic map highlights the route to the Zargorian stronghold, a heavily fortified base on a distant planet. The team's mission is to infiltrate the planet, breach the defenses, and capture the prototype. When the time to embark arrives, Serena and her team board the most advanced warship of the Galactic Alliance. As they step inside, Serena's implants activate, her neural connections lighting up in her mind. As she strategizes, she simultaneously monitors every detail of the ship. Once the ship enters hyperspace, Serena's mind fills with thoughts of the impending battle. Upon reaching the Zargorian planet, the adrenaline in the team reaches its peak. Under Serena's command, they move swiftly toward the stronghold. Using advanced stealth technology, they avoid detection by Zargorian patrols. Every step, every movement is carefully calculated. As Serena observes her team's every action, she feels the increased energy consumption of her implants. As they approach the stronghold, Serena's strategic modules in her brain analyze the possible outcomes. But the Zargorians' defenses are far more advanced than anticipated. In a split second, Serena reacts, ordering her team to take defensive positions. Under enemy fire, Serena's reflexes and coordination are flawless, and she and her team respond with precision and efficiency. As Serena's mind constantly formulates new strategies, she becomes increasingly aware that she's pushing the limits of being human. This mission not only tests the capabilities of her and her team, but also highlights the importance of their fight for the future of humanity. This mission is just the beginning, a battle that will define how humans evolve through the miracle of biotechnology. The chapter ends with Serena entering the Zargorian stronghold. Surrounded by enemies, she steps into what will become the greatest battle in human history. This war will test not only the power of technology but also the limits of the human spirit. As Serena and her team enter the massive metal doors of the Zargorian stronghold, they step into a dark tunnel. The interior is cold and claustrophobic. Every metallic footstep echoes, almost announcing the beginning of the war. Serena's body implants constantly scan her surroundings, trying to detect enemy movements in advance. Everyone's muscles are tense, their senses heightened. They advance, not knowing what they'll encounter, and the silence weighs heavily on the team. When they reach the end of the tunnel, they emerge into a massive chamber. This room is a marvel of Zargorian engineering, filled with colossal machines, cables lining the walls, and holographic screens suspended in the air. On the screens, the darkest plans of the Zargorian Empire are displayed. Serena's eyes immediately lock onto one: the coordinates of human colonies, Zargorian attack plans, and most importantly, the exact location of the prototype weapon. At that moment, Serena's implants detect enemy movement. She senses the Zargorian warriors approaching and quickly orders her team to take their positions. When the Zargorians emerge from the shadows and attack, the team is prepared and withstands the initial strike. However, these enemies are far from ordinary Zargorian soldiers. They, too, have been enhanced through biotechnology, making them faster and stronger than humans. The battle begins with a violent explosion, shattering the tense silence. Serena spots a Zargorian warrior charging at her. Her reflexes kick in, and before the Zargorian can reach her, Serena's body moves with extraordinary speed. She delivers several lethal strikes, neutralizing the threat. But this is just the beginning. As the team fends off the relentless Zargorian attacks, each member is pushed to their limits, relying on their unique abilities. During the fight, Marcus, one of the team members, gets cornered by a Zargorian warrior. Though Marcus uses the power of his implants to fend off his attacker, a sudden energy blast from the Zargorian knocks him to the ground. Serena hears Marcus's scream of pain, and fury rises within her. Without hesitation, she rushes to the Zargorian warrior, taking him down. But Marcus is critically injured, and they quickly realize his condition is dire. "Serena, leave me and go on," Marcus says, struggling to breathe. "The mission is too important. Don't let me hold you back." The Miracle of Biotechnology, The Evolution of Humanity Chapter 2, Depths of War. As Serena and her team enter the massive metal doors of the Zargorian stronghold, they step into a dark tunnel. The interior is cold and claustrophobic. Every metallic footstep echoes, almost announcing the beginning of the war. Serena's body implants constantly scan her surroundings, trying to detect enemy movements in advance. Everyone's muscles are tense, their senses heightened. They advance, not knowing what they'll encounter, and the silence weighs heavily on the team. When they reach the end of the tunnel, they emerge into a massive chamber. This room is a marvel of Zargorian engineering, filled with colossal machines, cables lining the walls, and holographic screens suspended in the air. On the screens, the darkest plans of the Zargorian Empire are displayed. Serena's eyes immediately lock onto one: the coordinates of human colonies, Zargorian attack plans, and most importantly, the exact location of the prototype weapon. At that moment, Serena's implants detect enemy movement. She senses the Zargorian warriors approaching and quickly orders her team to take their positions. When the Zargorians emerge from the shadows and attack, the team is prepared and withstands the initial strike. However, these enemies are far from ordinary Zargorian soldiers. They, too, have been enhanced through biotechnology, making them faster and stronger than humans. The battle begins with a violent explosion, shattering the tense silence. Serena spots a Zargorian warrior charging at her. Her reflexes kick in, and before the Zargorian can reach her, Serena's body moves with extraordinary speed. She delivers several lethal strikes, neutralizing the threat. But this is just the beginning. As the team fends off the relentless Zargorian attacks, each member is pushed to their limits, relying on their unique abilities. During the fight, Marcus, one of the team members, gets cornered by a Zargorian warrior. Though Marcus uses the power of his implants to fend off his attacker, a sudden energy blast from the Zargorian knocks him to the ground. Serena hears Marcus's scream of pain, and fury rises within her. Without hesitation, she rushes to the Zargorian warrior, taking him down. But Marcus is critically injured, and they quickly realize his condition is dire. "Serena, leave me and go on," Marcus says, struggling to breathe. "The mission is too important. Don't let me hold you back." Serena finds it hard to ignore Marcus's pain, but as a leader, she knows the weight of the decision she must make. "We'll make it, Marcus. Your sacrifice won't be in vain," she says, trying to hide the sorrow in her voice. Marcus smiles painfully, looking at the rest of the team. "Serena, we're not just humans anymore. We're the future of humanity. We have to stay true to our mission." Marcus's words give Serena strength. Without hearing his final words, she continues on the mission to find the prototype weapon. However, the grief and anger within her fuel an even greater power against their enemies. The Zargorians realize too late that Serena and her team have not forgotten what it means to be human. Deep within the chamber, Serena and her team reach the area where the prototype weapon is kept. But to enter this area, they must bypass the Zargorians' most advanced defense systems. Zargorian technology pushes the boundaries of biotechnology, and these systems have reflexes faster than any human. Without a moment of hesitation, Serena assigns roles to her team. Everyone has a task. One will hack the systems, another will defend, and Serena will breach the main gate. Meanwhile, they also discover the Zargorian Biotechnology Lab. One detail catches Serena's attention. These experiments resemble human biotechnology. The Zargorians are using humans as inspiration to develop their super soldiers. Serena realizes once again how grave a threat humanity faces. If the Zargorians manage to harness this technology, it will spell the destruction of every civilization in the galaxy. As the team works tirelessly to bypass the systems, Serena manages to enter the room where the prototype weapon is kept. But the room is full of traps. As Serena's implants analyze every movement, the Zargorian defense systems continually attack her. While fending off these attacks, she searches for the weapon's location. As she progresses, Serena's implants are pushed to their limits, but she demonstrates that human willpower can surpass technology. Finally, Serena reaches the prototype weapon. However, it's not a weapon in the traditional sense, it's a biotechnological being. The Zargorians developed this creature as a superweapon, intending to use it against human colonies. Serena must neutralize this creature, but in doing so, she puts her life at risk. As she battles the prototype, her body sustains severe damage. Yet Serena is determined to sacrifice herself for humanity's future. The chapter ends with Serena successfully destroying the biotechnological creature. But this victory comes at a great cost. Serena loses a significant portion of her body, but she has eliminated the greatest threat to humanity. This triumph reminds Serena and her team what it truly means to be human. Humanity may have evolved through the power of biotechnology, but the strength of the human spirit remains unmatched. As Serena watches the prototype being destroyed, gravely injured, she knows that future battles will be even more challenging. But she holds on to hope that humanity will emerge victorious in this war. After disabling the prototype weapon, Serena struggles to hold her severely injured body together. Although her implants activate to alleviate the pain, they are far from erasing the marks of destruction she has endured. The only thing keeping her on her feet is the thought that the mission must be completed. The alarms echoing off the walls around her signal that the Zargorians have realized the gravity of the situation. Serena contacts her team. "Mission accomplished, but I need immediate support," she says, her voice weak yet determined. Her team rushes back to extract her, but the Zargorians respond with ruthless speed. Suddenly, heavily armored Zargorian warriors begin to emerge from both sides of the tunnel. As Serena's team prepares to retreat, they must also fend off the relentless onslaught. This is one of humanity's most critical battles against one of the galaxy's fiercest enemies. The Zargorians are not about to forgive the loss of their prototype weapon. Determined to annihilate every human inside, they unleash their full technological power. The most advanced Zargorian weapons and defense systems are activated. Despite their advanced biotechnological abilities, Serena's team struggles against the overwhelming force before them. With each step, they suffer losses, and Serena realizes she must make a sacrifice to ensure her team's survival. "Follow me!" Serena shouts, heading toward the light shining at the end of the tunnel. However, she is already crafting a plan to slow down their enemies. "Even if we have to give our lives in this war, we will do it for humanity." Serena sets an explosive to collapse part of the escape route. In the chaos, they lure the heavily armored Zargorian units into the path of the explosion, detonating it and collapsing the tunnel. It buys them some time, but it's a dangerous move. Serena prepares to sacrifice herself to protect the rest of the team. But just then, they are met with Marcus' sacrifice. Fatally wounded, Marcus summons the last of his strength to reach Serena. "Serena, this is where my journey ends," he says with calm determination. "You and the team have the power to end this war. Fight on, not for me, but for humanity." Serena cannot hold back her tears at Marcus' selflessness. He hurls himself, armed with explosives, into the midst of the enemy. The massive explosion halts the Zargorians' advance, giving Serena and her team the chance to escape. Yet Marcus' death only adds to the weight Serena carries. Once again, humanity has paid a steep price. As Serena and her remaining team return to base, they sense that the Zargorians haven't given up. Zargorian ships move to cut off their escape routes, but Serena's team knows this battle is only the beginning, and they refuse to surrender. Humanity's biotechnological wonders have given them a significant advantage, but the price of this victory is still being paid. Upon reaching the base, Serena's body is racked with intense pain. Her implants and biotechnological enhancements keep her alive, but her wounds run deep. When she arrives, she briefly loses consciousness. The team rushes to get her medical attention, but the doctors are grim about her condition. Meanwhile, the Zargorians' plans for a counterattack are uncovered. Humanity's victory has enraged the Zargorian Empire. Serena and her team's success has ignited hope for humanity, but the Zargorians are preparing for a larger assault. While receiving treatment, Serena contemplates humanity's future. The power gained through biotechnology has not only made them warriors but also burdened them with responsibility. Humanity, once seen as a threat to the galaxy, has now become a force for protection. But with great power comes great responsibility, and Serena knows humanity must remain aware of that. When Serena finally opens her eyes, she finds herself surrounded by military leaders. They have all gathered for humanity's future. In a faint but resolute voice, Serena speaks, "We won this battle, but there's still much work to be done. Humanity may be the strongest force in the galaxy, but it's up to us to use that power wisely. The Zargorians will return, but we will be ready." Serena's words herald the dawn of a new era for humanity. While biotechnology has advanced them, their true strength lies in their will and unity. The return of the Zargorians is inevitable, but Serena and her team are determined to solidify humanity's place in the galaxy. This war is only the beginning, and humanity will stand tall against all future challenges. The chapter ends with Serena, wounded but standing tall, preparing alongside her team to face new threats in the galaxy. They are no longer just humans, but evolved representatives of humanity. As the galaxy's fiercest warriors, they will continue to fight, both for their survival and to open new doors for humanity's future. I hope you had a good time. If you liked my story, do not forget to comment and subscribe to my channel. Goodbye, see you in the next story.